Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Friday, August 26th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I recorded a podcast yesterday afternoon with a new business in town, Mission Next, and John, the principal, said that they came to Annapolis for the boat show a while back, fell in love with the town, and upon retiring from the Army, just moved here in January. Pretty cool. And remember, folks, the fall boat shows will be here before we know it. All right, let's get into today's news, shall we? An update to the two pedestrians who were hit by a car in Glen Burnie yesterday. As we told you, one of them did pass away, and she was identified as Ariel Dryden Barra, 22, of Glen Burnie. A male, Fidel A. Castro, 23, of Glen Burnie, is currently at shock trauma with life-threatening injuries. The car somehow lost control and rotated off the road up onto the sidewalk, striking the two and through some landscaping before stopping. Now, the three occupants of the car bailed and fled on foot. The two passengers immediately returned, and the driver did return to the scene about an hour later with a family member in tow. The driver is a 19-year-old male from Glen Burnie, and he has been charged with failing to remain at the scene involving death, failing to remain at the scene involving serious injury, failure to render aid, failure to provide information, criminally negligent manslaughter, and negligent manslaughter. On the health front, the Maryland Health Department has confirmed the first case of West Nile virus in the state, and, lucky us, it's in the Baltimore region. This is the mosquito-borne virus that affects the nervous system. 80% of the infected people don't feel ill. That's encouraging. But if they do, it's usually fever, headaches, body aches, and a skin rash. How to prevent it? Stay away from mosquitoes, use an EPA-registered insect repellent, and eliminate as much standing water on your property as you can, because that is a breeding pool for them. Rebecca Ritzel from the Capitol has a story about the Planning Commission thwarting a project for affordable housing in Annapolis that has already been approved by the city's planning department. The project is called The Willows, and if you are on Hilltop Lane at the intersection of Forest Drive, you're looking right at it. It's sandwiched between the American Legion and the Woodside Gardens community. Essentially, they want a complete overhaul. Why? Well, as one commissioner, Bob Waldman, said, he wants, quote, more pizzazz, but also said that he, quote, would never want to live there, unquote. The commission wants to change the roofline to make it more aesthetically interesting, and Ben Sale, another commissioner, said he wants fewer housing units on the project because it has a, quote, air of density about it. Yes, and we all know that Forest Drive is so incredibly rural with fields aplenty. Sale also suggested that they build a basketball court on the American Legion property. You can't do that, Ben. And to top it off, the developers have a tax incentive for lower-income housing that will go away if these changes are required. And that means that the project will go away as well. Now, Annapolis is known for chasing developers away and being a difficult town to work in. And is it any wonder when there are unqualified numbskulls on the Planning Commission? Sorry, I got on my soapbox there for a minute, but I'll tell you, Annapolis is expensive, and we need to make this town a bit more affordable to many more people. I think one of the busiest guys in town is Commissel Brown. Now, when Commissel, a.k.a. Cell Spitfire, is not working on the Arundel Center mural, apparently he was up at Live Casino and Hotel painting a temporary mural to mask the construction of a new restaurant that's getting ready to open up next year. And that new restaurant is Coho Korean Barbecue House. This is going where the defunct Bobby's Burger Palace was, and I, for one, am very excited about this. All right, it's time for stuff for you to consider doing this weekend. Tonight at 6:30 p.m., SOFO, which is the South of Forest Drive Business Association, is having a free Movies Under the Stars night at the Bay Ridge Shopping Center. Up this week, Pirates of the Caribbean, or maybe it's Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know, you figure it out. And Grumps will be delivering right to your car or to your lawn chair, where you can go in and eat, your choice. Come early. Live music starts at 6:30 p.m. The flick gets underway at about 8 p.m. just after dusk. Always a lot of fun. Now, tomorrow, the Maryland Renaissance Festival opens up, and remember, tickets are available only online. You want to scroll back and give a listen to the podcast we did with Jewel Smith, the GM and president? That was a good one. Tomorrow evening, Maryland Hall, they're wrapping up their front stairs shows for the summer with the U.S. Navy Band. It does get underway at 7 p.m., and again, this one is free. Sliding into Sunday, another free concert at City Dock on Sunday evening at 6:30 p.m., presented by the Arts in Public Places Commission. And all weekend long, or actually anytime, if you feel like a sail, you want to head on over to the Annapolis Maritime Museum and grab a sail on the Wilma Lee, one of the few skipjacks that are still out there. Use the code ISPY5. That's ISPY with the number 5, and you'll save $5 off of every ticket. And that's it for the news, but here is some podcast news for you. Tomorrow on the Local Business Spotlight, it is Scale Up Consulting Group, and next week, Evelyn's. Might need to hit them up for brunch on Sunday this week. It's been a couple of weeks. As always, please let your friends, family, and colleagues know to give us a follow. It really does help. And of course, we thank you for listening and putting up with this every single day. We also thank our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, Alpha Engineering, and the Christy Neidhart team of Northrop Realty, a Long End Foster Company. It's Friday, the weekend is here, so now it's time just to say have a great weekend, be nice to others, do something fun, keep shopping local. Other than that, we're going to see you on Monday. Now hang tight because George Young from DC MDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather report. All of that in just a bit.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better, knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Friday, August 26th. Yesterday was another day that played out as expected, with max sunshine and highs in the mid-80s to low 90s. And we can expect more of the same today through Tuesday or Wednesday, with only minimal rain chances along the way. Look for highs today in the 87 to 94 degree range across Anne Arundel County, with a chance for some PM showers or storms, with then 85 to 92 degrees expected for PM highs Saturday, with another small but valid chance for some PM storms, with Sunday and Monday then looking like max sunshine and highs again mid-80s to lower 90s, with temps then around 90 next Tuesday and Wednesday, with a chance of PM storms each day as we close out the month of August and meteorological summer. With the early outlook then for late next week into the Labor Day holiday weekend being for cooler and less humid air, with highs each day next Thursday through Labor Day Monday comfortably in the upper 70s to maybe lower mid-80s at most across the region. Okay, that's it for today and this week. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day and weekend out there ahead of a return to schools across the county next week. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely be sure to download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google app stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 20 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Another moving moment from Christy Neidhart.
One of the biggest questions I'm getting asked right now, what is going on with the housing market? Well, when the interest rates jumped up 2 percentage points, mortgage payments went up 20% for the same home. This is starting to have an effect on the number of buyers we are seeing, with 10% fewer home sales than last spring. However, our inventory is 25% lower than the same time last year. What does all this mean? There are more home buyers than homes on the market, so prices are still increasing. Now more than ever, it's time to work with someone who can guide you with solid, proven advice. Wisdom, proactiveness, and intense marketing make a huge difference. Please give us a call today and let us help you navigate these waters. We promise to educate and guide you with your best interest at heart.
That's another moving moment with Christy Neidhart of Northrop Realty, a Long & Foster company. To get in touch, call 410-599-1370 or visit kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.